Select the one sentence that best meets the requirements of standard written English. Let's go through our choices and see which one best meets the requirements of standard written English. A. The Department of Immigration requires immigrants to have an offer of work before entering the country and may remain for a maximum of 1 year. The problem with this sentence is the subject in the second clause is unclear. Because there's no specific subject mentioned in the second clause, it could sound like the Department of Immigration may remain for a maximum of 1 year. Because of this choice can be marked as incorrect. B. The Department of Immigration requires immigrants to have an offer of work before entering the country, yet stipulates that immigrants may remain for a maximum of 1 year. The conjunction yet functions similarly to but. In short, it negates what was said beforehand. However, in this context, we can see that that wouldn't be appropriate. The fact that the immigrants may remain for a maximum of 1 year doesn't do anything to negate the fact that the Department of Immigration requires immigrants to have an offer of work before entering the country. Because this isn't an appropriate conjunction for the context, this choice can be marked off. C. The Department of Immigration requires immigrants to have an offer of work before entering the country, also stipulates that immigrants may refrain for a maximum of 1 year. This sentence uses a semicolon to separate the two clauses. A semicolon separates between two independent clauses that can stand on their own. However, we can see that the second clause isn't independent. It doesn't include a subject. It doesn't tell us who or what stipulates that immigrants may remain for a maximum of 1 year. As this is an incorrect use of a semicolon, we can mark this choice as incorrect. And D. The Department of Immigration requires immigrants to have an offer of work before entering the country and stipulates that immigrants may remain for a maximum of 1 year. This choice corrects the mistake that we saw in choice A. It clearly tells us who the second clause is referring to. Immigrants, not the Department of Immigration. As there are no errors in this sentence, we can mark this choice as our final answer.